Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. There's no Rice here, unfortunately. What we are doing here is a little bit of away-from-home recording. This is one of the benefits of having a gaming laptop over a gaming desktop, is being able to take it with me. And I don't know if this is going to go well. I don't think it'll go badly, but if it sounds different, that's why. So last time, we had, gathered a bunch of evidence for protecting, what was her name? Mia? Or Maya? I can't remember. I'm sure we'll remember. And, I guess we're going to be her lawyer. So let's continue that. September 7th, 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 1. Oh, it's just right in the courtroom. The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Oh, also, I forgot my stylus stand-in, which was a popsicle stick, so we're gonna have to use our big fingers to poke things this time, I think. Let me turn down that headset a bit. I'm also not talking directly into the microphone, so I hope it's not too quiet. I think it'll be okay, though. Man, what is Edgeworth? What voice does Edgeworth get? I don't even know. Like, I don't want to give him an edgy voice, because I don't know if he's necessarily edgy. But I don't know what kind of voice he'd get. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. A very reliable detective we got here. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker, found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir. Court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. I don't know why this voice is getting even deeper. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Oh, dang it. Stupid windows noises. Get out of here. Don't want your kind around here. Sorry. Can't guarantee it won't happen again. Maya Fey's arrest. Let me turn up that volume a little. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. That's pretty solid evidence. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It works lots of times. Hey, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya, phase arrest. Okay, so you can press with Y. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Hold it! Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb, you know who. The call was from a customer at the Gaywater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. What's 2 people? Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Hold it! Slaps table. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal. Your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Hold it! Why's that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? I know I'm just like mixing up all the voices I possibly made. This is great. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. People were talking about how he needs to have his own story. Just the judge, just him. He's such a great character. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Mayo was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Oh my God, did you hear that? How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Did you really? And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. So, it doesn't look like... Hold on, let me adjust this slightly. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get a little used to this mic placement for this. So it doesn't look like that pressing has any negative effects to it other than telling you a bit more about what's going on. So we might press it every instance, really, just for the extra dialogue, really. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Oh, then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? I did. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Hold on. So you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Oh man, look at that. Look at that animation. He's so sure of himself. Amateur. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Oh man, that's such a cool animation, just like that shrug, arm, I don't know what he was doing there, but it was cool. On it, the word mayo is written clearly in blood. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. He sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Can you just imagine how annoying this is? Like questioning literally every single phrase. What kind of test were those again? What kind? Well, I heard they take the, little bits in the blood. They, hermogoblins? Hermogoblin boblin. I refuse to testify on this matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That was a mess. Right, where was I? That sounded pretty suspicious. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Can I yell into the microphone? Is that what this thing is trying to tell me here when I press that? Hold it! Hold it! Why doesn't that work? Hold it! There, it worked that time. On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha 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 ha! Nice try. Oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Now, of course, we can say the autopsy. There we go. Is this gonna work now? Objection! There we go. That one worked. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. Let me slap this paper some more. That's really what you're saying? What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? Ah, you have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, Detective. Oh my god, did you see it said butt in the court of law? Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. She's a little busy. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? What? When? I forget. I'm sorry, I forgot. Ha 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 ha. I forgot you say. It was the day after the murder, Your Honor, sir. I was the one who handed it to him myself, personally. Oh, right. The prosecution's point being... oh, the finger waggle, he's like Sonic. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday, at my request. Death was almost immediate, due to a blow from a blunt object. But there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. Oh, the bow! Oh, it's beautiful. I've seen some of these animations before, because, you know, because this game was kind of a big deal for quite a while. Still probably is. But it's so beautiful to see it in the courtroom. And I guess, like I did say that I've seen this before, but I've kind of forgotten exactly how the case goes down. That is all. I see. Dang it, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Ho 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 ho. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. Detective Gumshoe. Are you calling me a fool because I believed your report? Me? I'm not, Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You were at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. What? But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Alright. So that's interesting. Let's take a look at that. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. I take another bow. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Oh my god, girls can't look at murders. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Putting on that cute face again. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service, Mink. Oh, did you see? The boobs moved. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in the court. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room, teehee. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Oh. Segoites. Well, Your Honor. I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? No, thanks. No, you're right. Guess there wouldn't be much point. I'm glad you saw the error of your ways so soon. Your Honor, the prosecution rests its case. What? That's it? Very well. Wait, hold on. Yes, Mr. Wright? Changed your mind? Will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. I'd better, or I'll lose on the spot. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. I changed my mind. Let me do that. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. Hold it. Let me just blow at the microphone. Nope. Let's just press. It's very, very hard to get it to land right. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like what? Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily. I sort of, I had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Yeah, stop him! The poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? Let me change my position. See, this is the one problem with not having my regular recording setup. I'm normally in a nice office chair at a desk. I'm sitting on a bed, on the edge of a bed, with 3 TV trays holding my microphone, mouse, and computer. So, It's not entirely comfortable. I'm going to try to shift around real quick. See if I can get a better position, so hold on. Alright, we're going to try this. I'm laying on the bed now. I'm hoping that'll help a bit. I was kind of having to lean over a bit. And I wasn't doing nice things for my back. So let's try this. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. Hold it! Now I'm too close to the microphone. Now I'm actually talking into it, so it's louder. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey? Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Oh, slap that table. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay? There's only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. I question the testimony. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Oh my God, she didn't see her. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean. Okay. If you'd really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis. Except her. I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Dang, I almost had her. Please refrain from winking. I did see everything, I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock. The Thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Tee? So, obviously we have to attack the clock part right there. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. But we'll still press everything because that just seems to lead to interesting dialogue options. I did see everything, I did. Did you really? So you saw me then too? Of course. I remember that spiky hair anywhere. Spiky? Witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. Aw, I was a bad girl? I'm sorry. Very well. Continue. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Is that right as in your right? As you looked from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what that's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun. Oh, that was Phoenix. What happened then? And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock. That statue-y clock. The Thinker, I think. Which they mention as a statue but not a clock. That's where we're supposed to challenge it at. Objection! Objection! There we go. I'll try it some more. I think I might have actually been yelling at the wrong area the first time. Miss May. What you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Lawyer? You just said this statue of the Thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. God, it's a clock? I didn't even know it looked like a statue. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? Oh, The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whoa, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. Say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Bay & Co. No! Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room, teehee. Law offices of Bay & Co. Where the murder took place are very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Not really. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. The batteries are dead. The batteries on that clock must be dead. Must be, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, if you would inspect the clock. Very well.